This right here is the PGYTECH OneGo Lite 22-liter camera backpack, and I've had it for about a month now, and so I've already posted a first impressions video, which I'll post the link below, but in this video, I'm going to be telling you what I didn't like about the bag, what I do like about it, and also do a camera fit guide to show you how different camera systems will fit in there, whether you're a Sony, Fujifilm, or a Nikon person. We'll just kind of show you how the bodies will fit into this bag, and hopefully by the end of it, it will help you decide whether this backpack is going to be right for you. Full disclosure, PGYTECH did send this backpack for my honest YouTube review. They do not get to see this video before it gets published. I'm not getting paid by them, but I do get to keep it. Okay, so now let's jump into what I disliked about the bag. And I feel like there's a few things about this bag that could have been improved, and they're very, very minor, they're easy fixes that they could have done initially, or they could do this in a version 2. The first thing is my biggest annoyance with this bag, and it has to do with this water bottle pocket. So it looks like just a standard water bottle pocket, but because of this stupid flap right here, you can't have your water bottle or your tripod legs go all the way down to the bottom because of this restriction. So for example, like this is a water bottle, kind of, it's a mug, but when you put it in here, as you can tell, you can only put it down right here because of this stupid flap right here. And if they just got rid of this, I would like to see this water bottle go all the way down. And the reason why this is a big annoyance is because I actually had, my Yeti water bottle, not this one, but it actually fell out because it wasn't all the way down in here, and it dented my water bottle. And I was kind of upset about that. I really like that water bottle. It's not a big, huge deal, but still, I mean, that's a big kind of flaw. I mean, the water bottle pocket, it's just not deep enough, and it just doesn't go down. And and because of this one reason, I choose not to take this backpack out a lot, and I'm choosing to choose other backpacks when I need a small, lightweight camera backpack. I'm not taking this backpack anymore because of this water bottle pocket, and that's my biggest kind of gripe I have against this. And it's a very, very easy fix. Remove this or fix this somehow so your water bottle pocket can go, or your water bottle can go all the way down to the bottom, and boom, great bag. But there's other things as well, so let me kind of dive into those other small little details. This one, like, I do like that they have a side pouch right here, but the opening of it is not very big. I mean, it's just enough for my hand, and again, I have like small to medium sized hands, and it's good. It's a nice kind of big pocket-ish, but this pocket needs to be larger because there's people with larger hands, and also when it's in there, I can't see what's inside. I have to kind of dig around. I don't want to dig around. I want to see what I have inside. So they need to kind of make this zipper opening a little bit larger. Also, what I would like to see is if you could access the zipper on both sides, because if I'm swinging my backpack onto, say, one side, I want to be able to open it on this side. So maybe I want to access some travel documents or something quickly. That would have been a great spot for that. But I have to flip around to the opposite side and to quickly access it, which is a little bit annoying. So have a zipper on both sides, make it a little bit longer. That would have been better. Now, kind of jumping off into just a few other minor details. Now, I do like that they've included this kind of side carry strap. Now, some people might argue against this, but I prefer, like, I don't really use a side carry strap, and I would have preferred if they made that luggage pass-through strap, horizontal, so then when you are traveling and you're putting this onto a carry or a roller luggage, that you can have your backpack sit upright. That's just my preference, but yeah. And then, there is one other huge annoying thing which makes me not want to take this backpack out, and it has to do with these straps. These are kind of like the Peak Design straps where it's really finicky, and it takes time for you to try and thread this little plastic piece into the cord. I wish they just kept it as a simple snap buckle. Really easy. It takes like 1 second, but when I'm trying to get this into here, it's taking me like, I don't know, sometimes 5 to 20 or 30 seconds just to kind of clip that in. And it's not just this cable as well. It actually has to do with the tripod strap as well. So when you're securing your tripod, it's taking me a long time to try and feed this little clip right here through this little cord it's not easy, it's not fast, it's very difficult, and I really dislike that. So fix the water bottle pocket, fix this. Those are probably the two biggest things I don't like about the bag. So one other kind of minor detail, not a huge thing. Now I do like that there's two kind of stretchy stash pockets right here, but I would have liked a zippered security pocket because, you know, hey, if I want to be putting my passport or some cash, valuables like that away, there's no real pocket for me to kind of do that safely. So it would have been great if they integrated another additional zippered pocket right here so I can put my passport or cash or valuables back there. That would have been great. And then another kind of thing is that I know they've done it with other backpacks, but this is kind of where that quick access area is. I would have liked it if they had another smaller or medium-sized water bottle pocket on this side, so you can have another water bottle in there. I mean, you have the height. Again, this thing is completely useless. I don't even know what this flap is for, but it's like I like if they just kind of extended it up, made it a little bit elastic, and you put your water bottle through there. That would have been a great feature that you know, again, I would have absolutely loved. And then the other kind of feedback I have is this kind of opening right here. They've kind of blocked it off, so it's almost wasted space because you look at this and you're like, oh wow, you have such a huge kind of opening, and when you open it up, it's actually only this kind of small area, which is fine, it's sufficient. But here's another kind of issue. I'm going to open up the main bag. Now, take a look at this. So, you know, when you put in your camera and your lenses and stuff like that, how they've kind of defaulted the Velcro dividers right here is that it's supposed to look like this. But if you think about it, when this backpack is on your body and you're kind of opening up the side access, you're gonna have to kind of reach your hand to the opposite side, like kind of around like this, to grab your camera, which is upside down. I mean, technically it should be more this way to kind of go in. So they should have kind of integrated. I mean, you can still move those dividers, but it doesn't really kind of work that way. And so I have to kind of put my camera kind of like this, which is kind of awkward. So at least that way, when I open up my quick access, I'm not kind of reaching around, I'm grabbing it naturally like this to whip that camera out. So I just feel like they could have improved it by changing up this kind of divider system so that this would actually be kind of like more like this as opposed to the other one. But yes, I can switch things around, but it would have been great if they just kind of naturally did that. But also when you do have thicker or bigger bodies, you know, that also might not work. Again, if they kind of opened up this top side area, that would have been much better. Okay, so now let's get into the details that I do like about the bag. And the first thing is kind of more in general. I got a very minimalistic, simplistic design. It's lightweight, it's very affordable. So overall, it's a great concept. Good job, PGYTECH, for that. The second thing that I really like about it, it stands up on its own. It has a nice flat base, yeah, I really appreciate that. The second thing I really like about this is that it does have this very nice and comfortable and wide grab handle, so I can easily grab that, no problem. It's made out of this kind of soft rope material. And the other thing I really liked is that they've included a secondary kind of door hook right here, which is great because if you're going into the washroom or a locker and where those hooks are kind of small, you can just kind of do this, and you won't have to kind of like try and fight this backpack against the wall. So that's one feature I really like. Now let's kind of open up the bag right here. Now, another feature I really like about the bag is that how they've incorporated, so you can actually tear off all of this Velcro and you can actually undo this entire flap right here, so it just becomes one big open bag. And so I really like the versatility of it. So in case you don't need it for to be used as a camera bag at all, you can just unzip the entire thing and it'll just become one big open bag. Another feature I do like is that they do have another hidden pocket right here. This is kind of meant for your batteries or things like that, that you can kind of slot in there. You can even slot in something here, maybe even a passport, just something small into this sleeve. And there is also a small tiny little pen sleeve right there. And then the last thing, actually one other thing I want to talk about the bottom is there are attachment points, and it does come with additional accessory straps right here, so if you wanted to put something onto the bottom, you totally can. But the unfortunate thing is that they are not the snap buckles, and they are that dreaded kind of that plastic thing that you're gonna hook into here. I really hate that. It just makes everything so much slower. And then when we are looking into the laptop compartment, right, it just has this nice little magnetic clasp, and it's a nice felt lined, so you can fit up to a 16-inch laptop into this sleeve, or you can put a tablet or anything like that. Now I know that they do not have a additional tablet sleeve, but I mean, this is supposed to be meant for a very minimalistic, small, lightweight camera bag, so I'm not expecting it, so I'm not going to say a negative thing about it, but yeah, just wanted to kind of make that note. And then one other last thing is more of a positive of what I do like is it just has these capture clip points. So if you did have one of those quick access capture clips, you can attach it either here or here, so a couple different positions for there. And then the last thing is, sorry, one other thing is just the overall comfort. I mean, it feels fine. I mean, it's got some good enough cushioning. Got some ventilation. It's nothing crazy, but it's nothing bad. It's fairly comfortable, but it's not like anything crazy. But overall, for a simple backpack, it does the job. So yeah. Okay, so now it's time for the camera fit guide portion of the video. At the very top, it's just kind of one big open space, and it is padded on the bottom. And it is padded kind of mostly all around. So if you did have like a bigger camera system or something, you can totally fit it in there. For example, this is a Sony a7R5 with a 16-35. So if you did have like a big body like that, you can toss that in there, no problem. But let's really kind of more focus towards this kind of camera area compartment. Again, the 16-35 with the Sony a7R5. This is gonna be your full frame kind of setup, and that fits in there no problem. And you do have kind of big slots right here. So this is a 50mm 1.4 that can fit nicely in there, and this is the 85 1.4 version 2 that also will fit in there. It's a little bit of a squish, but you can actually push this divider just a little bit closer to this thing and move this, so you're gonna just kind of get a little bit more space. And over in this kind of slot, it's a little bit smaller. So this is like a 50mm Nikon manual lens that kind of fits in there. That's adapted. And then the other question is, okay, well, how does it look when you open up that quick access? So when you are opening up that quick access, yeah, your Sony a7R5 will fit in there no problem to get in and out. But the unfortunate thing, just by the default configuration, you have to kind of reach your arm around, as opposed to holding it the more natural method, which is kind of grabbing it from this way. But yeah, this is what the Sony system looks like. One other a commenter also said, hey, does a 70 to 200 f2.8 fit in here? And the answer is yes as well. It kind of, if you remove this kind of top divider right here, you toss that in here, that will fit in there. Not the best, but you can be a little bit more creative, and you can still fit this in here as well. It's a little bit much tighter, but yes, you can zip this entire thing up, and a 70 to 200 will fit in there, no problem. If you are shooting Fujifilm, this is kind of how I have it. Right here, I have a Fujifilm X-T5 with an 18 to 55mm lens. I have a 33mm f1.4. Right here, I have the 56mm 1.2 in here. And over here, I have a 23mm f2. And when you are opening up that side quick access, this is kind of what it looks like to access your camera. So again, it's unfortunate that it's at the very, very bottom of the bag, but it still kind of works. You can still kind of grab it, and there's still kind of room for you to kind of, put it down like that, and it still kind of fits. Lots of room. This is the 22 liter. So yes, if you wanted, if you didn't need so much room, you could definitely fit all of this better, probably in the 16 liter version. So now I have a Nikon ZF in here with an 85mm 1.8S lens in there, and that will fit in there. And when we do open it up, does it still have room? And the answer is yes. So despite the Nikon ZF being one of like more taller cameras out there, I know there's even taller ones, but this will fit no problem within here. If you are interested in previewing what I'll be posting in the near future on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, as I always post unboxing videos there. But let's wrap this video up. You're wondering if you should get this backpack or not. So, I mean, there's the one big thing I really don't like about it is that, that water bottle pocket, how it doesn't, go all the way down to the bottom. Is it the worst? No. Could it be improved? Yes. So it's not a perfect backpack, but I feel like at that price point, at this is, $129 US. There's also the smaller 16 liter at $99 US. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's definitely, you can buy this bag first, wait for the version 2, which will, I don't know, be a year or 2 years down the road. And hopefully they will fix the flaws from this backpack and make almost the perfect lightweight camera backpack. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31.